taken a turn at acting. It was success in films like The Who's Tommy in 1975 and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome in 1985 that led her to take a break from singing to pursue a career in the movies.
Yeah, I was at the stage of kind of searching and wanting to do different things. I had actually lived the first half of my life, you know, as Ike and Tina, and then afterwards I'd done a lot of work, and then so as far as I was concerned, I had reached where I wanted. I had filled the stadiums, and I thought, okay, I've always really wanted to act. I'd like to get into acting. And I went to Hollywood, and I talked to all the executives and bosses and just let them know that I wanted to work, and I got mostly hooker parts.
Why? I mean, I read that people were offering you prostitute parts.
Yeah, they gave me a wonderful part. They said, really, people look up to you in this place, and they said you're really respected and so. It ended up that we were in one of those futuristic prisons, and I was a madam.
That's a promotion, though, isn't it?
That was a promotion, even in jail. So I thought, okay, then I'll wait. I mean, one day someone will come along like Mad Max and say, well, Tina's not a professional actress, but you know, I can act, and with good guidance, and I'm still hopeful.
But he's just a raggedy man.
He's quick.
And Bob, you think he can do it?
Maybe.
And what did you do before all this?
I was a cop, a driver.
But how the world turns. One day cock of the walk, next to feather dust. Play
Beyond
something.
Thunderdome.
Yes.
You got great reviews. People
I loved it.
They loved you in that movie.
Yeah.
I understand you got some offers after that. And you, one in particular, The Color Purple.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg came to you and said, Tina, come and be in this movie. Why didn't you do it?
It was much too close to my life. I had just finished Turmoil in my own personal life, which was very much like the part it is they wanted. I didn't want to even pretend that life anymore. It was much too close, much too soon. I just needed to do more of a rebel part, something that was really stepping outside of what my own personal life had been. It was just wrong timing.
Because you're an entertainer and you're in the public eye, a lot of women especially do look at you as a role model. They know your story. They know about the abusive marriage. They know about the hitting the bottom, and they admire your success. Do you want to be a role model?
In the beginning, because it wasn't a choice that I made, it wasn't a part of my dream to be a role model. I didn't think of it in that sense. I wasn't looking for that kind of attention, and I had to find out how to deal with it. I'm happy that it came by without me making it a pretentious, how do you call, something that I want for myself to be recognized as. It just happened because I was living my life, and it was just something very natural.
But if there is a lesson in what you've been through that people might learn from, what do you think it would be?
Let go, forget the blame. Take it on as something happened, you're finished with it, and focus a little bit more on doing something rather than feeling sorry for yourself. People dwell and feel sorry for themselves or what's been done to them or what's been done. If you can let go of that, then the air clears a little bit and you're a little bit more focused on getting other things done that's more positive.
The touch of your hand makes my pulse react. That is only the thrill of boy meeting girl. I possess a track. It's physical. Only locked together.
You have been described, and I know you've heard this 1,000 times. I'm curious how you feel about it. You have been described as one of the sex symbols of our time.
When I started, I was the only black entertainer with the short dresses and long hair and really dancing. They called it wild to me. It was my style. It was how it was in those times, you know.
You rarely disappoint people. I mean, is this now something you market beautifully, or has this become a part of you?
It's my work. I'm known for it. I've accepted it. I'm moving forward with it. It's not a downer. It's not negative. I'm not being pushed aside because of it. I think it's a poison that turned to medicine in some kind of way.
But in other words, if I came and rang the doorbell in Zurich and caught you at an off moment, you're not going to step to the door with the black tight skirt on and the high heels.
It was never that type of sex anyway. I was always told I am different from my stage performers. I don't answer the door at late hours. And I wouldn't come to the door.
Even for me, you wouldn't answer the door?
I might talk through the interphone. Let's put it like that.
Go away. You have been called in one magazine article I read the Queen of Karma.
Oh, that's a new one.
Suffice it to say, though, that you are enjoying so much happiness and so much success now, possibly because you went through and put up with and were a good person during the not-so-happy times?
I was told, actually, that I was living a lifetime of many karmas. That's why the first half of my life was one that I personally took on and decided to take on to get rid of and to finish it. It's a little bit my style because I like to just get rid of everything and say, okay, it's done now. So this lifetime, supposedly, I really got rid of a big load. And I look forward to my life getting better because I had that knowledge to deal with.
Is this the best time in your life right now?
Yes.
Hands down?
Yes.
And Turner opens her U.S. tour in Houston on May 2nd. If you can't wait till then, you can catch some of her recent European tour called Tina Turner's Wildest Dreams Concert, which is running on Showtime through April. Coming up later on today, the choices facing today's woman.